Hey y'all, welcome to the Gone Outdoors podcast. Thanks for joining us. This is the place where we talk about all things hunting and fishing. As we like to say, if it's going on out there, then we're talking about it right here. So let's get after it with the latest episode.
Welcome back to the Gone Outdoors podcast. I am Brad Gill, and got a good story for you today. I've got a young lady with me on the phone who is bucked out, tagged out. All she's got left to do now is shoot does or go crappie fishing. Tiffany Miller from Plainville, Georgia. Tiffany, are you on the phone?
I am.
Awesome. Well, number one, congratulations on completely using up your buck tags with your bow early in the season.
Thank you.
I wish I had that problem, but I just don't. So anyway, and one of your bucks was really, really big too. So I think we first heard about your deer. You sent them to Instagram page, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think because they've come. I've had several people just text them to me, friends. So it's kind of made the circuit kind of viral, you know. And so you had quite a day, and so you are actually from Plainville, Georgia, right?
Yes.
Which is actually that's in Gordon County, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And you were telling me before we started doing this, you and your husband, what do y'all do? Y'all own a company together?
Yes, we build custom kitchen cabinets.
Custom kitchen cabinets. Good. I'll make sure my wife does not hear this podcast then. So yeah, that obviously, if you own your own business, helps you get out and do things fun on Thursday afternoons when the workload may be a little light. Which you actually killed both of these deer on a Thursday afternoon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and y'all live in Gordon, but your hunting property that you're on is that Bartow County?
Yes, it's in Bartow.
Okay, gotcha. And these two deer you killed, now, did y'all have trail camera pictures of either one of them?
My husband had actually hunted the stand that I killed them both in, and I saw the 10 the week before. And
the 10, we'll just go ahead and let listeners know, these two deer that you killed were a 10-pointer and a 13-pointer, right?
Yes.
And they'll see the picture online. The 13-pointer is that really big one, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. So your husband had hunted this stand. You said he saw the 10?
He had saw the 10. He took a video of him, and it wasn't anything that he was looking to shoot. He showed me the video, and I decided I loved the way he looked. I thought he was a very beautiful deer, so he let me start hunting that stand to try to get the 10 myself.
Gotcha. Now, this was so after he showed you the video and you actually killed the deer, was this your first time getting in that stand looking for that 10? That
was my third day. I think it was my fifth setting. I'd sat morning and afternoon, until it was that afternoon was my fifth time sitting in that deer stand over the course of 3 days.
Looking for the 10. Had you seen the 10 prior to that?
Thursday morning, we sat late. We sat until about 12 o'clock lunchtime, and the 10 had came out twice, but never gave me a shot. I never had a good shot at a good range for my bow. So I had to wait. We come out at 12 and took a break for a little while and then went back that afternoon.
And I noticed, what was the date you killed him? It was October the 24th. So it's rifle season, but y'all are still hunting with a bow. Y'all just like to bow hunt? Or?
I just like the reward for, we put in the practice. It's a little bit more work to me. I don't know.
Yep.
Just a lot better reward.
I get it. That's just your thing. It's funny. It's a lot of Georgia guys and girls as well. They stick them with a bow all through rifle season, and you kind of hear that. It's because it's definitely harder to shoot them with a bow, and they feel like the reward's greater, and I think that's fantastic. So Thursday afternoons. So you hunted hard Thursday morning. What time did you get back in the stand Thursday?
I got back in the stand at about 4 p.m. Yeah. And
got set up there. What are you in, a ladder stand or a lock on or?
In a lock on.
Okay, so y'all are in a lock on stand. I got you. Okay, so to kind of run me through that afternoon, what happened? What time did you start seeing deer and all that good stuff?
So I got there at 4, and I saw some does within like 30 minutes of sitting down. and then it got quiet. It was a little windy that day, and I had actually texted my husband to let him know I thought it was a little windy. I was worried about him moving very good that afternoon. And about 5:30, I saw horns coming through the privet,
Mm-hmm.
and I could tell it was a nice deer. We have a few good-sized deer there, but I was looking for the 10, so I was waiting for him to come through, and I saw that he was my 10-pointer. And there's a really big oak tree right there. So when he got behind the oak tree, I got my bow down, drew back. He stepped out on the other side. It's 28 yards. I had that ranged before,
Right.
And when he stepped out right there at 28, he stopped perfect for me, and I shot him.
And you said it looked like the deer ran off, but you said you felt really pretty confident in the shot.
I use a really good lighted nock, so it makes it so easy to see. You can follow your arrow, and you can see right where you hit, and I knew I hit a good spot. He actually ran off. I saw him fall twice before he got out of sight, so I was pretty positive I had a really good shot.
Right. So he was kind of stumbling and falling, and so he did that twice, but ended up running out of sight on you, and so you're feeling good. Probably texting your husband saying, "Big buck down," probably, and all that good stuff. So I'm sure you let him know what was going on.
Yes. So then I texted him and I let him know I got him. I was super excited to get down and get my hands on him, but we like to give him a little time bow hunting. And we're kind of getting into pre-rut where we were at that week.
Right.
So my husband wanted to sit until dark. So I said, well, I'll just stay, record some does. I had does coming in. They were still right around us. It's a very good hunting spot.
Yeah.
So just stuck it out. I'm glad I did now.
Yeah, no kidding. So
it was within about 35 minutes when the bigger buck come, just the exact same trail in, stopped in the privet. And
you actually thought that maybe this was your 10 coming back, right?
Yes, since it come back just the exact way he had just ran off, I was thinking, man, maybe my shot wasn't as good as I thought. So I was getting a little nervous, and then when he stepped out of the privet and I realized it was most definitely not my 10, it was a giant deer. So then I got a little buck fever. I started shaking, just, the feeling of just the anxiety of everything. He steps behind that big oak tree I was telling you about, and I just closed my eyes, said a little prayer. I said, you got to calm down. I want to make a great shot on this, or I'll never get to put my hands on him. Got my bow, drew back. He stepped out on the opposite side of the oak tree, the exact same spot as the 10, and I shot him 28 yards. And when I shot him, the arrow stayed stuck in his side, and blood was immediately, running down his side as he ran off.
Right.
And
so
he went just right over a hilltop, and I could hear sounds. It sounded like him crashing, and he ended up going, I think it was 50 yards from my stand.
Wow. So this is a big deer, especially when you consider that you killed him with a bow. So you had no idea this deer was on your property.
When we checked cameras that morning after that long sit, my husband's camera actually had a picture of a big deer. We could tell it was a really nice deer. We didn't know exactly how big.
Mm-hmm.
And he hunts probably about 1,000 yards from where my stand is.
Right.
But at my location, we hadn't had anything.
Okay. Gotcha. So he had a picture of probably the deer, sounds like, that you ended up killing.
Yes, we believe it was probably him.
Okay, gotcha. So 2 bucks one afternoon. They came out to the same spot, 28 yards. You made great shots on both of them. Odds of that happening ever again, probably not super high, I would say. So fantastic. So the 13, did y'all put a tape on that? Do you have any idea what that deer is going to score?
I took them to the taxidermist the very next morning, and the taxidermist put a tape on him for me, and he green scored him at 158 3/8.
Good grief!
I know he's going to shrink a little bit, but it's an awesome set of horns.
Oh yeah. That's going to be one of the best bow kills of the year. Any idea what he's going to net? Did he tell you?
He didn't tell me. No.
Okay. Well, that's all right. So he's a giant, and to kill both of those deer with a bow. What about the 10? Did he know what he's going to score?
I think he was right around 115.
115. Okay, gotcha. And for at least a half hour there or so, that was your best bow kill today, right?
Yes, he was my best kill with a gun or a bow ever.
No
I
way.
was so excited for my 10. And then when the 13 came out, I was just in complete disbelief. An amazing feeling.
Yeah. So what's your husband say about all this?
He's excited. He's super happy for me. He killed a very nice deer last year on the same farm. It scored right at 141.
Good grief.
So we were so proud of that last year. And then to get another one this following year is just amazing. And it's fun because we both get to enjoy them at our house after they get mounted. So
Absolutely.
we're both always equally proud of each other when we get.
Well, that's good. No serious competition against husband and wife there, it sounds like.
No.
At least not that either one of you is willing to confess. So
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's awesome. I don't know. I don't have it in front of me what the county bow records are for Bartow County, but I'm going to include it in the article at the bottom and just so we can kind of see where yours is going to fall. So, Tiffany, now that you've killed a 150-plus-inch deer with your bow, I've got to ask a question. Are you a GON subscriber, and can you enter that deer in truck buck?
I cannot, and the bad part is we had a conversation on the way to the woods that afternoon. Me and my husband was talking. The deer we had on camera was huge, and he would be an awesome truck buck entry, but we were not subscribers. So I'm kicking myself now.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we hear that story about every week. So maybe you'll be encouraged to sign up with us and get a GON subscription. So the next one, sounds like y'all got some good hunting property. So it could certainly happen where maybe your husband will kill a big deer and you can get them entered. So
Definitely.
So what are you going to do now that the rut's on and then you can't shoot a buck?
Well, it's killed me a little bit not getting to go for myself, but we have two boys that both are avid hunters, an 11-year-old and a 7-year-old. My 7-year-old actually killed his first deer with a with a crossbow 3 weeks ago. So
oh wow.
They both love hunting too. So I'm just going to go and take them. You know, we take the kids in range for them and stuff.
Sure. Yeah. Hey, as long as you're out there.
So.
Yeah. Hey, as long as you're out there, that's I'm sure that's good enough for you. You know.
And sitting on the sidelines with your kids when they get to kill their deer, that's an amazing feeling too. Just as good as getting to kill it yourself. So.
Absolutely, I've done some of that myself, and I would just rather see the kids shoot them these days. So, well, that's fantastic. Y'all are off to an awesome start for this season. Your freezers are probably full. Your walls are going to fill in a couple of spots, and now you just get to sit back and watch the kids shoot them, and maybe your husband will catch up with you. I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
You can cheer him on. Make sure he reaches out to me, okay?
All right, I will.
Take care.
All right.